Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U. Today I would like to go over at least what is currently being shown as the releases for October for Nintendo Switch 2. Um, Most of the games, I've got one honorable mention for an accessory that I thought was kind of interesting. And then we got a console bundle coming out this month too, so we'll address that. Um, and I know in the last one that I did for September, I do know that I missed Hollow Knight Silk Song. I feel like when I actually prepared the video and recorded it, it either did not have the official release date or maybe I missed it. So I'm not going to say this is like the most perfect list, but this is I've searched through the month. I've tried to keep up and make sure everything was here that says Switch 2 releasing in October. So um, going to do our best to be accurate this time. And just to also note that today is Monday, September 29th, that this is being recorded and should be uploaded later this evening. So if things get announced after this that just happen to come out in October, then obviously those things won't be in this list either. So this is only as accurate as I can make it at this exact time. And I'm not going to update it later because at some point the whole thing's going to be irrelevant anyway. So, with that said, let's just go ahead and jump into what we've got for releases. The first one being, I'm going to open up the picture here so I remind myself what this was. There was some. Sorry about that. The whole freaking camera stopped recording. So the first thing, there was a set of Pokemon cases, and at least one of them I had saved an image for, but it was like a cottage, cozy kind of feeling, real hand drawn art on it. Um, the Eevee had a case. I think there might have been one for Pikachu. Um, so that was supposed to be releasing, at least according to Best Buy, on October 3rd. So if you want a new Pokemon case to go with the new Pokemon game, there you go. You got one right at the beginning. Um, with this being Switch 2 releases, we're going to skip right on over the second with the Mario Galaxy releases because that's just Switch 1. Borderlands was supposed to be on October 3rd. There's a whole video to check out about the delay and all that kind of stuff. I won't really go into it in this video. I've got that one up, so check it for the information on the delay. So no longer getting Borderlands 4 on the 3rd. So we got to skip all the way to October 9th, which is Yooka-Laylee. It's supposed to be available digitally and on a true physical cartridge, not a GameKey card, but an actual, like, everything's there together, pop it in, play it cartridge. So that's really cool. And thanks to my sister who had pre-ordered it for me for my birthday, I should be getting that as long as they do ship out the physical copies on the same day. And for some reason, I can't get a definite answer on that. Every website just sort of has the placeholder date, and they're still not updating it. However, Best Buy chat support confirmed to me. They were like, yeah, like we see it, and like, yeah, the December 31st is just a placeholder, but this we're guaranteed that this is going to ship on October 9th. So at least they're confident that it's coming out the same day as the digital release. So and the next day is Disgaea 7 Complete, which is a game key card. Um, and those I tried the Disgaea games. They're like strategy type RPG, very anime inspired games. Um, I couldn't really get that far into them. I played a little bit. Um, yeah, so that's coming. I don't got a lot to say on this guy. Like it wasn't my thing. I understand where people like it. I definitely understand it being popular enough to have 7 entries in the series. So I get it. I don't get it enough to talk about. Same day, October 10th, Little Nightmares 3, which is going to get both a standard game key card edition and a deluxe game key card edition. Um, which actually feels very appropriate. Something that's very horror-esque, if not a horror game. I've never played the Little Nightmare games. I did download the demo. There is a demo available on the Switch 2 right now for Little Nightmares 3. So if you want to actually test that, definitely jump on. I haven't gotten around to it. I have it downloaded and it's like ready to try. It's been crazy, hectic couple of weeks, so it just hasn't happened. Um, but kind of sticking with a very horror theme, you jump on over to October 21st, and Chronos, what was it, Chronos New Dawn or something? We talked about it in the September one because the digital version released in September, but the game key card, for those of you that like game key cards, releases on October 21st. So still in time for Halloween. So you just get both of those and you have a full month of just fun, scary antics on the Switch 2. It'll be great. Good times. To not follow suit, October 23rd, digitally for us in the West, and then there is a game key card in Japan and I think some of the Asia regions. You can get on Play Asia right now. Full Metal Schoolgirl. Did not really look into this. I just could assume from the cover art and the one trailer that I watched. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm married. I don't. I don't need those kind of games. Thank you. But somebody out there, somebody out there wanted it. So that comes out on the 23rd, and then there's also we got two more that come out on that same day. One is Persona 3 Reload, which is a game key card. Go figure. But I can say from experience, though, Persona 3 was a pretty decent entry in the series. Definitely not my favorite. That would have to be Persona 4. I have started Persona 5. I never finished Persona 5. I started Persona 3, both on the PSP and on the Switch 1. I still have not gone through it. But one of these days, I will eventually play through that game. But if you like turn-based combat, RPG style stuff, relationship building, anime theme, and a little bit of dungeon crawler, I guess. Like I don't think it actually sits there and like respawns where everything's at on the floor, but you do go like level to level to level, because in 3 the entire point is there's like this tower that shows up in the hidden hour between like midnight and 1 a.m. where everybody turns into coffins or something, and as you're trying to explore this tower and get to the top. So I mean it's pretty straightforward, while also balancing a school life as a high school student, because it's not anime if you're not in high school. And then the last thing on 23rd is Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, which I really do like Plants vs. Zombies. I think I first played it on Xbox 360 Arcade, and I put a fairly decent amount of time into that game. And I really wish they would have gave it any kind of a physical release, just to be honest, even though key cards would have been awful. But that could have been just like Pac-Man and been a $30 key card, and like I could almost justify it for $30. But it's fine because it's $20 and it's on the eShop. So one of these days, I will get around to getting that on the Switch 2, and seeing what all's changed, because it looks nice and clean now for sure. But I'm positive they've added some things. It's gonna be really cool. Let's see. So the next ones are all within about 4 days of each other. Yeah, it's 4 days. So it's going to be kind of packed with about 5 games here. October 28th, 2 Point Museum has a standard and a deluxe edition, but it is digital only, as far as I have seen. So even in like import stuff, you can't find a key card or a true physical. This thing is just straight digital only. October 30th, there's 3 things releasing. So, hold on for a second here. Dragon Quest 1 plus 2 HD 2D remake is releasing on the 30th as a game key card, so, just crap all over whatever you want. But Switch 1 version, I believe, is physical on the cartridge, and there can't be that many upgrades, right? So, if that is, if you're like me and you would rather have a physical copy of these things, you can go the Switch 1 route. It is very much backwards compatible to that. But if you don't care about keycard, then by all means, pick it up on the keycard or buy it in the eShop. They've given so many options now, it all seems unnecessary. But for the true physical collector, there is one more game this month that is a true on the cartridge physical copy. You just have to import it from Japan and other Asian markets, and that is, I'm sure I'm going to butcher this name, but Majogami. It is releasing in the eShop here in the West, in the North America, Canada, Mexico market. I believe it's in Mexico. I don't know. I'm assuming at that point. But overseas, you can get a true physical everything on the cartridge copy, and again through Play Asia. So, yeah, I mean that's kind of cool. I did not look into what kind of game this was, so I might have to research that and see if it's worth importing. Because so far, that import list is kind of small, and the most interesting thing to me on the import list is probably the Tamagotchi game, because we already have something very similar to Fantasy Life I, and it does not seem necessary to me. So, but last game is kind of doing that split thing that Chronos did. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Digitally is releasing on October 30th. The physical copy comes out on December 12th, I believe. I have since had to cancel that pre-order to put funds towards other games that all just sort of dropped their release dates all at once, and all before poor little Mortal Kombat. So that's not going to happen now. But it is available digitally on October 30th, so you can definitely pick that one up. And to finish off the month on Halloween Day, October 31st, Mina the Hollower, which also has a demo available to play right now. And I tested it out, and it's not really my kind of thing, I guess. I mean, if you liked Shovel Knight, the fact that it had the old school style of graphics and kind of had some comical elements here and there, I mean, that's definitely for you. But I don't know. For me, the nostalgia feeling really only kicks in if I actually played the game or I knew what it was, and it actually is old school. If you're trying to do a new game in that same style, most of the time it's a miss for me. So I probably will not be checking out that one. But again, demos available on the eShop for Switch 2 and possibly Switch 1. I think it was coming out for both. So you could definitely check that out for yourself and then make that decision. It is, I believe, the same developer as Shovel Knight, so it probably makes sense why it's very, very retro style look to it. And that is it. That is our October release calendar for Switch 2 plus. No, I did miss. I did not have Pokemon Legends ZA on here. What the crap? Okay, I was not prepared. I am so sorry. October 16th. Oh, God. I messed this up. Yeah, so you just put that right in between Little Nightmares, Little Nightmares 3 and Chronos. I don't know how I did not get that. Let me double check myself, because I think if I had this in other list, I may have forgotten to just move them over, and that might be where we went wrong here. Where is it at? That's the list. Yeah, so there's not other October releases, but it was because of that. I was supposed to bring it over later, and I didn't. So Pokemon Legends ZA, October 16th, and then the Pokemon Legends ZA Switch 2 bundle So you get the console, just the base console, exactly look like this one, with the blue and red, orangey color Joy-Con 2s, and then you get the download for Pokemon Legends ZA. Same price as the Mario Kart bundle, but if you really don't want Mario Kart for some reason, I mean, it's a good game. I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't, but if that's not your thing, now you got a choice of Pokemon Legends ZA, and you could save uh, $20. So, not horrible, but I think that's the only extra thing in that. So, now I've said everything. I will go back here and fix all of that later. What am I looking for? Right there. Okay. So, just to recap, and we'll leave out the accessory and the system. But Yooka-Laylee on October 9th, Disgaea 7, and Little Nightmares 3 on October 10th, Pokemon Legends ZA on October 16th, Chronos on October 21st, Full Metal Schoolgirl, Persona 3 Reload, and Plants vs. Zombies Replanted on October 23rd. 2 Point Museum, I dropped off a point somewhere. 2 Point Museum on October 28th, and then Dragon Quest 1+2 HD Remaster, Majogami, and Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection on October 30th, but only the digital copy of Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. And then Mina the Hollower on October 31st. That is it. That's all of it. I know I've got it this time. I feel kind of dumb for leaving off Pokemon, so sorry for that. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think down below. If there's any of these titles that you guys are excited for. Me personally, I'm ready to play some Pokemon, even though my wife is going to absolutely hog that game for at least a good solid week, maybe 2. And Yooka-Laylee, because I did like the first one. It takes me back to the Banjo-Kazooie days, and I do like those kind of games. And it had its own flair. Like, it was really good. I liked it. So seeing it with some improved graphics and any other little tidbits that they throw in, that would be really cool. As far as the rest of it goes, like, I want the Mortal Kombat collection, but I want the physical ones. So it's hard to be excited for the digital release when the one I want comes out in December. So, like I said, just let me know what you guys think, what you're excited for, what you're not excited for, if you're just sick of all these key cards, because again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 key cards this month, or month of October. So, yeah, that's probably going to be our life for a while, is screaming into the void about how key cards suck. Or if you just have other thoughts, other suggestions for videos, things like that, definitely put that down below. For all of you guys that have commented on the last few videos I did, the Borderlands one and the Pac-Man unboxing and all those other things, I appreciate you guys so much. It has been great talking to you guys, even if we didn't fully see eye to eye on some stuff, because I get it. Like, I definitely want the Switch 1 true physical copy of Pac-Man World 2 Repack. But again, like, I'm playing Switch 2. It made sense to get Switch 2 since it's the same cost, and I didn't pay for it. So, free is free. So, yeah, definitely keep commenting, keep interacting, hitting that like button when you like the videos. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, to help us get closer to 1,000 subscribers. We may or may not reach that by the end of the year, and you know what? It's all right if we don't, but I think we can. I think as a small little community, we can come together and we can get to 1,000 before December 31st. And if we do, I will find some way to make that absolutely worth everybody's time. But for now, I do not have ideas on that specifically. And hit the bell notification button so you can be alerted to all upcoming videos. And I don't know if there's a hype button. I just found out about this the other day. Sunbro Nation mentioned it in one of his videos, and I was thinking like, what the crap, has this been here the whole time? And I couldn't find it on my own. But if you guys see that button, absolutely hit that too, because supposedly that helps. If it's not there, don't worry about it. Just keep watching, keep commenting, keep liking, and definitely subscribe. And please stay subscribed. If there's an issue with something that I've said or put up here, don't hesitate to like reach out, and like I can apologize if I misspoke anywhere. Um, because I'm not trying to chase people away. I'm trying to bring you guys in. So, yeah, I think with that, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.